to everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday episode 54. Wow, guys, look at that. Today we're going to be discussing CBD for asthma, which actually had a surprisingly amount of people who have, either commented on our posts today about the show, or, even just emailing us to, let us know that asthma is definitely a topic that they would like us to cover. So here we are covering it for you guys. All right, of course, I'm just going to wait for everybody to pile in. Ben and I are just checking the audio and video on our ends. How's the audio and video on your guys' end? Can you give me a 1 in the comments box if it is good to go? And then also, I am adding the discount code that we do every single Wednesday for 15% off your entire purchase for the next 24 hours. John Ojeda, my man, I just wanted to say, we missed you last week. Both Ben and I, we were smoking some CBD flower, some pre-rolls, and we were really missing you because we know that that's your favorite way to consume CBD.
We were looking for you, my man, but it was a good way to consume it for sure. We enjoyed it.
All right, as I said, guys, it'll be 15% off your entire purchase for the next 24 hours only. And I am adding that right now. How is everybody doing? Do you guys have any questions or concerns, about CBD in general? It doesn't necessarily have to be about asthma right now. But if there's some quick questions that you want us to answer before, we get this show started, drop those in the comment box. All right, guys. So I just added the coupon code. So it's going to be WW54. It'll be 15% off your entire purchase for the next 24 hours, guys. I think that's pretty awesome. This episode is going to be very detail-oriented, so I know Ben and I have been looking forward to, actually doing the show.
Absolutely, guys, and we have another amazing giveaway today. Of course, help us get the word out there. There's starting to be some new CBD live stream shows coming out that are competing with us, guys. So help us get the word out there about ours.
I mean, hey, once if people are copying you, you definitely know you're doing something right.
Yep.
But guys, there's only one Wellicy and there's only one Wellness Wednesday. So the copycats out there can try to emulate us, but here we are.
We were first.
54 weeks into it, guys. You can't compete with that, and just the knowledge that we provide is just it's priceless, I think.
Speaking of the giveaway, guys, this is today's giveaway. Just real quick, gonna mention CBD e-liquid from Cannablast, great manufacturer, premium CBD product. We love Cannablast. Again, guys, invite friends. If you're watching on a computer, there's like a little black and white man icon. You can click and invite your whole friends list. I'm not sure how it works on mobile, but share to some CBD groups or health groups, organic groups, alternative health groups.
Yes.
Invite friends, share to your timeline, just to ensure that as many people who are interested in this kind of thing are able to see it. Definitely not trying to force this on anyone, but there's a lot of people out there who can benefit from, as you guys know, from the wonderful benefits that CBD provides. So help us with that. Also, of course, questions and comments, which we'll get to later on in the show, obviously are important too.
Yeah, definitely make sure you guys are just, engaging throughout the show, and, that'll definitely increase your chances of, winning the giveaway, because we do giveaways every single week.
Yeah, guys. So this is, as Eden said, our 54th episode. I'm Ben.
I am, of course, Eden.
For those of you guys who don't know, and today we're going to talk about CBD for asthma. So let's jump right into it, guys. About 1 in 13 people suffer from asthma, a chronic condition that has the potential to be fatal if left untreated. That's close to 10%.
And it just, when you can't breathe properly, and there's so many triggers that make it worse, like that really makes your life very difficult to live.
Yeah, I have family members that dealt with asthma growing up, so it's definitely, you got to stop and take a puff of the inhaler, definitely remember all that.
Yeah.
So it affects the respiratory tract, obviously. It obviously requires close monitoring with a medical professional, and the symptoms can require immediate attention in order to avoid dangerous consequences, obviously, guys. So there are different asthma treatments out there with varying levels of safety and effectiveness. remarkably, new studies are now suggesting that CBD, the hemp-derived cannabinoid, that has seen a recent surge in popularity, as we all know, can help a person manage their asthma. This is because of CBD's unique effects on the body's respiratory system via things like the endocannabinoid system, of course. This makes it seem highly possible that the daily use of this cannabinoid can prevent asthma symptoms from occurring.
Boom! So that's why we wanted to cover this topic, because, 1 in 13 people suffering from asthma, it is a large portion. So, all right, guys, let's, what is asthma? Asthma is a lifelong condition for which, there is no known cure for. People who suffer from asthma must devote their lives, their entire lives, to managing the symptoms, as they tend to be intermittent. The condition is caused by frequent inflammation, keyword inflammation, of the airways that are responsible for delivering oxygen to the lungs. That's simple enough, that how important oxygen is to life. It's a necessity. So when that is restricted or cut off, it makes life very difficult. So when these airways become inflamed, they narrow, making it difficult for you to receive enough oxygen. This causes symptoms such as chest tightness, wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath. And when an asthma attack occurs, the airways become constricted because they swell up due to the inflammation.
Again, guys, inflammation always coming up week after week.
Every week, I swear, at least once.
Messing with our body in so many different ways. So, additionally to the inflammation, guys, the airways get coated with a thick layer of mucus. This obviously further interferes with your ability to breathe properly. Typically, asthma attacks will occur as a result of a trigger. Common triggers are, of course, physical exertion, stress, allergies, exposure to certain chemicals, things
work
like that.
Pollutants.
Yeah.
The list kind of just goes on and on, which is why, asthma just sounded, I don't have asthma, so it sounds like an incredibly terrible disease to have.
I mean, it attacks your very way of survival, oxygen.
You gotta live. Yeah, you gotta breathe to live. When that's restricted, it's big problematic. So, what actually causes asthma? Currently, the medical industry doesn't have a clear cause of asthma. It's believed that there are certain risk factors that can make the condition more likely to develop in some people. Risk factors include having a blood relative who suffers from asthma, having allergies, being exposed to toxic chemicals, being overweight, and, of course, being a smoker. Things that can trigger an asthma attack include, of course, smoking. Exposure to secondhand smoke is also included in that. Exercise, respiratory infections, allergic responses, medication, certain gastrointestinal ailments, and psychological distress.
So, guys, how is asthma diagnosed? Well, if you think you might have asthma, it's crucial, obviously, see a doctor immediately. This condition, as we said, has the potential to be life-threatening, so obviously be very careful with it. Your doctor will go through your symptoms, observe your airways. There's a lot of breathing tests and things like that they can use to monitor the lungs' ability and functions. They may also check your sinuses in order to rule out other conditions.
It's usually like a spirometry test where you're blowing like a tube and basically
the thing goes up and
they measure the air pressure that your lungs can expel in a certain time period.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's asthma. How many of you guys in here, if you feel like sharing, have asthma or know somebody that has asthma? Just type the letter A in the chat box.
Guys, so how do you treat asthma? Well, I mean, many of you are familiar in those inhalers that asthma sufferers often get are anti-inflammatory drugs, steroids, things like that. When prescribed, they can help reduce inflammation. The inhaler obviously is taken at the onset of an attack. They immediately open up the airways so that the sufferer can breathe again like normal. Also, doctors are going to suggest changes to lifestyle. Obviously, if you're smoking and you have asthma, that's really not intelligent.
Yeah, you're fighting an uphill battle at that point. You're definitely not going to reduce your symptoms or improve in any sort if you are smoking.
Being overweight obviously is going to contribute to that, so they're going to recommend diet and exercise, as with many other conditions. Your doctor will also likely suggest that you be careful with how you exercise. Again, you don't want to overexert if you are an asthmatic, and your doctor may suggest stress reduction techniques if your asthma attacks are triggered by stress or anxiety.
Yeah, and everybody does have different triggers. Some are more responsive to certain airway pollutants, colognes, perfumes, etc., etc. So if you have asthma, it's really important for you to really look in and assess what is actually causing those triggers so you can avoid them, so you don't run into that. Well, the question of the day is, can CBD help with asthma? Well, it's believed that CBD might be able to manage your asthma. Keyword is might. Ben and I are not medical professionals. We're not ever trying to claim to be. We are just providing you guys information that's readily available. And of course, I mean, we did the work for you. We dug in and dug through all the countless research studies that are out there. But I just want to clarify that for you guys that are, especially those of you guys that are new here. Because CBD has recently been allowed to be studied in clinical environments, thank you, Farm Bill of 2018, we're seeing more studies coming out that suggest a strong link between the compound and respiratory health. Additionally, CBD may be able to help with some of the symptoms actually associated with asthma. Well, let's now find out how CBD can help with some of these symptoms that are specifically associated with asthma.
And guys, it all really comes down to, among other things, CBD's anti-inflammatory activity. Of course, CBD is a powerful, or seems to be a powerful anti-inflammatory that helps reduce pain, swelling, redness, and tenderness. It's all caused by inflammation. This, of course, has to do with the unique chemical composition of hemp, in addition to the body's endocannabinoid system, basically a match made in heaven, the two there. The system utilizes cannabinoids that are naturally produced by the body to help the body achieve homeostasis, balance, equilibrium.
Important, it's key.
Yes. Now, however, if you suffer from a cannabinoid deficiency, homeostasis isn't possible. Part of the endocannabinoid system's job is to regulate the function of the immune system. So if the immune system is not functioning properly, it becomes hypersensitive. It can perceive many things that are harmless as threatening to its existence, and your body suffers the consequences.
It basically means that the immune system can trigger your body's inflammation response when you're exposed to stress, allergens, and even physical exertion. CBD can help regulate your immune system, leading to far less episodes of inflammation. Because asthma involves inflammation of the airways, as we previously mentioned, CBD may be able to help you maintain a healthier respiratory system. In fact, one study found on our favorite place, the NCBI, discovered that CBD has a direct effect on the inflammation that results from asthma. The research found that when CBD is consumed, it binds with CB1 and CB2 receptors that exist along the nervous system and are responsible for immune system function. In fact, the study found that low levels of CBD1 are heavily linked to asthma-induced inflammation. The study also determined that CBD can help the immune system become less sensitive to allergens.
Guys, additionally, CBD treatment, regardless of dosage, decreased airway hyper-responsiveness, according to the study. Very important point there. In another study on the NCBI, asthmatic rats were given CBD so that researchers could test its effect on the condition, of course. The study found that CBD acts as a protective agent for the immune system, lowering allergic response and reducing the chances of inflammation of the respiratory system. The same study found that CBD administration directly, significantly, and quickly lowered the amounts of cytokines in the body. These cytokines, of course, are the cells that rush to the areas of the body and create the inflammation.
That's another thing. Cytokines come up frequently because, it's synonymous with basically inflammation.
Yeah, the key part of the immune system. They have a job to do, but they get out of whack because of these stressful triggers and things like that. So there is other research which found that CBD can be just as effective at treating inflammation as commonly prescribed anti-inflammatory medications, which, of course, guys, just our opinion, but CBD is far superior to your traditional over-the-counter anti-inflammatory.
Because, it's considered safe, to take for long periods and, even in high doses.
Exactly. So many common anti-inflammatories, as we all know, can be dangerous to take it in high doses, and over time they also can wear down the body.
Damage your body, absolutely, because those medications, you're not supposed to just take them for extended periods of time, but that's what you're prescribed to do.
Yeah.
So that's why the medical system is kind of backwards in that sense. But CBD, on the other hand, it has the possibility to combat these symptoms without the side effects.
Absolutely.
So now that leads us into, CBD and stress relief, because we talked about how stress can induce asthma attacks. If you experience asthma attacks as a result of extreme stress, CBD might be able to help. CBD has been found to lower stress levels thanks to its ability to inhibit the production of cortisol, the hormone that triggers your body's fight or flight response that leads to widespread inflammation throughout your body. Excess cortisol, not good in your body. Plus, unlike prescription anti-anxiety medication, CBD seems to be can be taken daily without risk of a physical dependence, which is a win-win, especially because I know a lot of you guys, or some of you guys that would be using this, are coming from maybe you've had to take a prescription opioids, and those have a high, you get an addiction, and it's hard to wean yourself off of. CBD, you don't have to worry about that with. And now it leads us into, get some sleep with CBD. Many asthma sufferers report difficulty with sleep because, well, the inability to breathe deeply makes it hard for your body to calm down and actually go to sleep, and it makes total sense. Fortunately, CBD's effect on the brain's neurotransmitters gives it the potential to act as a natural sleep aid.
So things to keep in mind, guys, before taking CBD for asthma: the amount you take, what you take, and when you take it all matter. First, tell your doctor. Before you start taking CBD for your asthma condition, speak with your doctor. Obviously, he or she needs to know about that. They may be able to help you determine the proper dosage level in addition to how you take it. And very important, they may be able to help you avoid any potential interactions with some medications that you are taking, as that is a risk with certain medications.
Because it's the P450 enzyme. We talked about it a while back on a previous episode, where basically it can CBD has the potential to it can interact with this hormone, and that basically is what's responsible for the speed that the medication is absorbed, the effects, how strong they are. So it's important to, if you're taking prescription meds, to always talk to your doctor first.
And again, guys, that's not, of course, the fault of the CBD. That's the medication.
That's the medication.
But important to know that.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, choose the right type of CBD product. That we always talk about this. It's highly suggested that asthma sufferers use a CBD oral tincture for the best results, simply due to the high bioavailability and quick and long-lasting effects. But as always, we recommend for you to feel free to experiment to see which product type works best for you specifically. Vaping, that's totally up to you. I did see Doug talking about the PG, which is in our vape oil, has been shown to be effective for that. So with I think he said pneumonia, and pneumonia was also in there, and also for asthma. So vaping, it's definitely something that you're going to want to consider on a personal use.
Now, guys, when it comes to using CBD to treat a condition, proper dosing is obviously essential. Everybody's body is different, so you do have to experiment, especially at the beginning, in order to find out what types and what amounts and when they work.
And it's got to accumulate in your body more so than in certain people than others.
Hey guys, we always do suggest starting with a recommended dosage level, or even less on the packaging of the product, depending on where you are for your CBD.
I mean, basically, guys, a good general daily dose of CBD is about 20 milligrams of CBD. Whether you're taking that 20 milligrams morning and night, morning and afternoon, it's totally up to you. But a good recommended daily dose overall of CBD is about 20 milligrams.
And guys, of course, we always say quality is key. You look for those third-party results. You get what you pay for. There's some CBD companies out there that are not as good as others, such as Wellicy, where we do, again, third-party testing. So please make sure your CBD is purchased from a trustworthy company or website.
Yeah, and if you guys see a company that's touting their product as a full spectrum, but it clearly says THC free, that's just, I'm sick of having this. It's common knowledge now where there is a clear difference between isolate, full spectrum, broad spectrum. I'm just sick of seeing these companies out there just trying to capitalize on the buzzword of the month, which is full spectrum, and then having an icon right next to it saying THC free. That's not the case. I always like to rant about that, guys. But at the end of the day, do your due diligence, or just come to us, ask us questions. Even if it's not a product you're going to buy from us, I'm always here to answer your guys' questions.
And guys, there's tons of information on previous videos that we've done.
I mean, we have 53 hours now of Wellness Wednesday episodes. So, the education's out there.
And guys, also, we're starting to do a lot of review videos on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
Check it out, just under Wellicy. If you're kind of just wondering how like products taste or just want to familiarize with different product lines, those videos can be really useful for you too. So.
Yeah, I do those, I don't get paid to do those videos. I literally do those videos for you guys because I know as a consumer, when you're searching for CBD products, especially if you're a newbie, and you're like, okay, I want to vape CBD, and you type in CBD vape juice, you're presented with thousands of pages on Google, and you're just like, it's analysis paralysis at that point. So I'm hoping that by us, reviewing actual products, that'll kind of help, shine some light in the crowded tunnel of CBD products to really help you find a product that's going to be, one, most effective for you, and two, that you are going to enjoy the most.
So yeah, guys, check out Wellicy YouTube if you get a chance.
Yeah, youtube.com/Wellicy CBD, guys.
Anyways, guys, that was our knowledge segment today. Hopefully that was helpful. CBD for asthma. Again, if you feel comfortable, please let us know in the comments any personal thoughts or experiences you have with that condition. And of course, we are going to be doing an awesome giveaway today like usual. The Cannablast CBD e-liquid, sweet melon flavored, 250 milligrams of
and
CBD.
These are one of the last few bottles of Cannablast. I was trying to get some more, and it looks like they discontinued making this line of CBD vape juice. So definitely figured I might as well give it to you guys, one of you guys, to enjoy it. The sweet melon's awesome. They got tropical fruit and strawberry punch.
Cannablast makes good stuff, guys. The way you win that, course, questions and comments, which we'll get to a little later, but share this video into groups or on your timeline. Invite friends in here who might benefit from what we're talking about. But as always, we're gonna now move on to testing some CBD products. So.
Alrighty. So it's a brand new product from our good friends over at CBD Effects. What it is they're going to be CBD hemp strips. So just like we've reviewed products like this, not from CBD Effects, but from other companies, where it's basically like a Listerine breath strip. They come in two options. So there's a 3, and I believe the 3-pack comes in 15 milligrams per strip, and then I believe it's a 6-pack. It's either a 5 or a 6-pack that comes with 25 milligrams of CBD per strip. Okay. And, of course, you can find these right now at Wellicy.com. If you want to try it, you can absolutely use that 15% off coupon that I just supplied to you guys. So let's give it a go. Look, we haven't even opened it yet, guys. Like, look. Boom. And what I like about these in this little 3-pack, like, it's just a little bag. Like, you could put it in your pocket. Like, it would be just like putting a dollar bill in your pocket, honestly.
That's from CBD Effects, right?
Yeah.
They make great products, of course.
They do. All right. Yeah, I love CBD Effects. Now, there's that for you.
Thank you.
Just looks like a piece of paper, guys. And then, smell it. Minty when I smell it, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It tastes like a Listerine breath strip. And you just like, let it sit on your tongue, guys.
More of a natural mint taste.
It is a more natural. It's
not like a chemical.
No, the Listerine burn.
Yeah, no
like
burn.
This doesn't burn. This is like the minty without the burn.
So there's 15 milligrams of CBD per strip. That's pretty good.
It's an easy way for you guys to do it, It's dissolved quickly. I think that would fall under kind of the sublingual category because it's absorbed. You're not swallowing it. It doesn't have to be digested. It's being absorbed into your mouth.
Tastes really good.
No, it tastes really good. It doesn't leave I will say there is kind of like a film kind of taste. Like, I guess once I lick around, once I get it off my tongue, it's sort of like filmy, but it's not bad.
No.
Like, it's gone now. But I think what it was is some of the strips still hadn't dissolved.
What I actually like that strip, that filmy thing, because I've noticed with other Listerine breath strips, for example, they dissolve too quick. Like that. Yeah. That seemed more like natural.
It was quick, but it wasn't gone in a flash. But I will say so it smelled the the natural mint flavor initially. I feel like the mint got stronger the longer it sat in my mouth.
It's super minty.
Which
is not
I mean, right? My breath smells minty now. So I guess it can function as your CBD delivery system and a breath mint.
Also, guys, That's sublingual, so the effect should kick in pretty quick. 15 milligrams, that's a decent amount.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We'll try to let you know how it makes us feel too.
The flavor, that flavor is delicious. I'm 8 out of 10 on the flavor.
I was gonna give it an 8 too.
That flavor is phenomenal.
If you're looking for mint, that's exactly what you get.
Freshen up your breath while getting your dose of CBD. And guys, like, it doesn't get any simpler than this.
I would use that.
Keep this in your pocket. Pull a strip out. Like, look, they're tiny, guys. They're really easy. And then whatever you don't use, just put the bag back in your pocket, your backpack, and go on with your day.
There's 3 strips in that.
3 strips in this.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and just the use case for it's just very self-explanatory. There's no confusions. You just get the bag, put it in your mouth, and enjoy.
Yeah, no device, no nothing.
Exactly. So, nice work, CBD Effects. Again, guys, you can purchase these CBD Effects hemp strips right now at Wellicy.com. All right, guys. So for the next product we're going to review, we've been doing terpenes the last couple of weeks. Let's switch it up, and we'll do the candy apple, which is a brand new CBD vape juice flavor from Cryptid CBD. It's from their Harvest line. Some of the flavors just got some updated packaging, but there is some additional new flavors, and you can find the Harvest line from Cryptid CBD as well as their terpene series right now at Wellicy.com. So we're going to be vaping. Ooh, it's going to be 1,000 milligrams of this. Cryptid CBD really hooked it up when they sent us these samples.
This is a cool little package.
Shake it up. Yep. All right. And then candy apple, guys. And I'm a big fan of these Chubby Gorilla kind of bottles. Put them in your pocket, good to go. All right. And if you guys are familiar with kind of the vape industry, this bottle won't be new. They're kind of all over the place in the vape industry. Candy apple, definitely.
Oh, that
you get the candy apple absolutely on the when you smell it. All right. Yep. And of course, guys, you just saw me do it, but make sure you always shake up the bottle before you use it. All right, let's load it today. I'm going to be using back on the Sigeli device with an RDA. And also, today I've also been vaping on my Koi Zen. I have actually traded in my, the Nord kind of sits on my desk now. It's neglected because I have been vaping, 100% out of my Koi Zen CBD vape device. You can find that at Wellicy. It's a phenomenal device, guys.
If you guys are curious about that device, we did do a review video, both on Facebook and YouTube. So
check that out, guys. Absolutely. All right, let's give it we're vaping at 420. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just put a new wick on there, and I don't know if you guys are familiar, but when you put a new wick on there, the cotton taste kind of lingers the first couple of vapes. So I just want to drown it out.
It smells phenomenal.
No, the candy apple's absolutely there. Oh, yeah.
Nice cloud, bro.
Where's Corey at?
You're going to put me to shame.
Corey, where you at, bro? Is Corey Ramsey here? All right, here you go. Oh, we'll give Ben... Ooh. If you want fruity or candy flavor, that's a flavor for you, absolutely. That candy apple. Really good. Smells good.
Do you go direct lung or mouth to lung on this?
Direct lung for me. For me. Yeah, because it's bigger. Go direct. Yeah, so then you can you got to do a deep inhale for those.
I think I have to do mouth to lung. It's a little easier on my throat.
Yeah, hey, whatever is easiest for you.
That is good, though.
You like that candy apple?
I taste way more of the apple than the candy. The candy's
very subtle. It's very, it tastes like I bit into like a juicy red apple.
That's good, though.
It is. The candy is subtle, but it's there. It's predominantly that apple flavor, and I love apple flavors. It's great.
This, of course, is available at Wellicy.com. 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah. This is Doug's a mouth to lunger as well. All right, Doug. Yeah, Doug. I see you said, what flavor is your Wellicy grape? I see you just being a funny guy today, Doug. I'm gonna give this another rate. What would you rate that on the flavor scale?
I'd give that a 7.5, maybe even an 8. I mean, it was really good.
I was gonna come in at a 7.5 myself.
I'd like a little bit more candy.
Yeah, but for all you fruity fanatics out there, this candy apple will not do you wrong.
It's definitely more than just regular apple, like sweeter. There is a candy taste for sure. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the exhale, I do get that candy. It blends. You get that full apple. Initially just coating your taste buds. And then as it matures in your mouth and once you exhale it, I do get, that's when the candy flavor comes in. Yeah. But overall, a very solid flavor. I mean, 7.5, that's a great flavor.
Good product, definitely.
So, and I mean, the effects starting to feel good. We just vaped 1,000 milligram. We just did about 15 milligrams in the strips. Things are starting to come into play. So, kind of towards the end of the show, we'll kind of circle back. Sometimes we forget because we get so excited with you guys, but we'll try to circle back and kind of touch on some of the effects that we're experiencing from the products we tested today.
And of course, both of us use CBD daily in our regular lives too, so...
Yeah, I use CBD every single day. It's of course going to be the Wellicy.
I can't wait to switch to the Wellicy gummies.
The Wellicy gummies. I mean, I am starting to drop teasers, guys. We're very, very close. Now we got the bottles situated, and now that we got the bottles, now it's just printing the labels because, of course, we needed to wait on the bottles to get the dimensions. So once labels are printed, guys, we will be rolling out the Wellicy CBD Super Chews, and I have kind of a first initial batch on my desk that everyone in the office has kind of been coming in frequently to snag, and they, which goes to show that they're just enjoyable. They're good tasting gummies, and more importantly, they're effective.
Yes.
Because they're 35 milligrams of broad spectrum CBD oil. Actually broad spectrum. There's no THC in it. I'm not going to say there's full spectrum, THC free. It's a broad spectrum product allowing you to experience that entourage effect without the worries of the trace amounts of THC.
Exactly. So we are very excited about that.
Yeah.
So guys, that was our product testing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let us know any thoughts or questions you have about those products. But want to mention again, we are giving away this CBD e-liquid from Cannablast Day, 250 milligrams, sweet melon. It's an amazing product.
Doug, dude, you are cracking me up today. It was, oh, Doug, well, that was acid. No, Doug, I promise you it was just a strip. It wasn't that funny. Kind of strip, Doug.
CBD acid coming soon.
Doug, you are funny, bro.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, the way you win this, ask questions, comments, we're about to start that. And, of course, invite some more friends, those who haven't come in already.
Let's get those viewer counts up, guys. Come on, we need you. All right. Diane, I saw you saying freezing up. Are we freezing up on anyone else's screens? I'm just curious, because on our end, everything is looking good. But I just, of course, need to hear from you guys, actually.
John Ojeda says, Texas House approves bill to legalize farming of industrial hemp.
Yes.
Now it goes for a vote. When it passes, goes to the House for a vote. Hemp farming coming to Texas soon.
That's amazing. Right. I've really been kind of watching that very closely, John, because, Texas they could benefit a lot, but they had just such a strong stance against it. So I'm glad to see things are starting to
That's pretty progressive
change.
For Texas, right?
It is very progressive for Texas, so I applaud that.
Both Sues are here. Margie's in the house. Vicky's in the house. Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, guys? All right, so now we can go through and, answer some questions.
Vicky says being non-steroidal is also very important. Yeah, like natural steroids are not good for your body. Mm-hmm. They basically force your body to do something or take over production. Again, I'm not a medical professional. This is just my understanding of the situation, but... I mean, a natural anti-inflammatory seems to be, superior. So,
let's see. All right, yeah, you guys are saying everything looks good on your end. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Tammy, I think I saw you asking if we take the breath mints just to freshen our breath. I mean, that's kind of just a secondary benefit of these hemp strips from CBD Effects. Obviously the main purpose of them is for a delivery system of CBD. But, that secondary benefit of and freshening your breath is, of course, I'm not going to complain with it.
But they do have 15 milligrams, which is a substantial dose in each strip, so...
Yeah, so, and they have a 15 milligram option or a 25 milligram option for those of you that do require a little bit more in your daily dose.
John, I just want to throw this out there. He's never told us about this before. He's down 17 pounds and 3 pant sizes. Is that from using CBD, John?
Well, he started keto. He's been doing keto. I know that. So congratulations, John.
Congratulations, man.
Keep that shit up, my dude. I'm so proud of you. You guys it's always awesome to see all of your guys' success stories, whether it be through CBD or not. Just personal lifestyle improvements are amazing.
Tammy's using the koi balm to help her sleep without pain. Great to hear.
Kim said, "Test the new chews, please." Kim, I'm literally waiting until I have a bottle to show you guys what the label will look like. That's why I haven't pulled them in to start sampling. And that flavor that I posted yesterday, it's 1 of 4, and yes, Kim, it is mango. You are correct.
Great comment from Vicky, who it went away, Facebook.
Of course.
But basically, Vicky was saying something in the effect of she lost 30 pounds. CBD reduces cortisol, which helps with weight loss, which is, of course, true. We've talked about that before, so congratulations.
It's a domino effect. I'm starting to see, once a lot of you guys start, combating, the main issue that you're dealing with, you start seeing so many other secondary issues that you were experiencing because of that start to slowly go away.
Doug asks, interactions like grapefruit and blood pressure meds. I don't know if that's a comment or you're asking, Doug, but basically our understanding of it, and this is something I've looked into a lot too because my dad uses prescription medicines and I like to give him CBD as older, but there's an enzyme in the liver that can cause, it's a small list of medications, but it can cause them to either absorb too little or too much or take too long.
Yeah, it's like the P350 or P450. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional if I can't recall that, but I know it's because of that enzyme.
Yeah, so the point is, with a very small list of prescription, medications, CBD can interact with those. But really, again, this is just my own personal life. I haven't had any issues with giving it to my dad. So.
Yeah.
Except for good.
But it's all just always, guys, just go the safe route and always just involve your doctor.
Yeah, never do it without talking to your doctor first, guys.
Yeah. I just started taking CBD. I didn't go talk to my doctor, but that's because I'm not on medication or have other medical conditions that I was treating.
Same with me. That's different. So.
But yeah, so if you have any medical issues and you're currently taking pharmaceuticals for it, talk to your doctor before taking CBD.
Tammy says, a lot of my anxiety is from overproduction of cortisol. That is why I'm taking less anxiety meds. Yeah, that is true.
Awesome.
Overproduction of cortisol will make you anxious, so that totally makes sense.
So you're combating the issue at the source, the cortisol. You're reducing the presence of cortisol in your body, so then you're starting to see everything else slowly go away.
Instead of just blunting it with a prescription medicine, something natural gives your body homeostasis.
It's basically just muting the symptoms for a little bit, and then where it's not actually curing it, whereas CBD does the complete opposite and actually attacks the issue at the source. Because, I always say this, guys, a patient cured is a customer lost in the medical field. Yep. So that's why these medications are meant to, kind of treat, or, I guess treat could be used, or kind of subside the disease or condition just a little, so then, you feel good, and then when the medication wears off, you got to go back. It's just a vicious cycle.
I couldn't agree more. That's totally true. Mandy's been loving the YouTube vids. Thanks for checking them out, Mandy.
Oh, thanks, Mandy. You are the best. Vicky said, can I vape your grape in a Vladin? I believe Vladin, is that a pod device, Vicky? I think that is. If so, yes. I'm vaping the Wellicy grape in the koi device right now, actually, the koi Zen. And this is a pod device, so I haven't had any issues with it.
Kim Kwan says, thanks for your help as always. Thanks for being here with us, Kim.
Yeah.
Diane.
Doug, when you say RDA, Eden, are you asking which RDA, or are you just asking what an RDA is? Well, an RDA, if you're asking, I'm just going to assume maybe you're asking what RDA is. It's just a rebuildable dripping atomizer. So basically what that is, there's a coil in there, and then there's cotton that I take out and re-wick. And you can build coils or buy pre-built coils. So that's what an RDA is.
There's also devices where there's like a tank, a sub-ohm
tank. I'm trying to see if I have one in here.
Those are more common these days.
Basically, what a sub-ohm would do is, like, RDAs were like kind of first on the market because they rolled out great flavor production, vapor production. Sub-ohm tanks were kind of the next step, combining an RDA flavor and vapor production with the convenience of a tank. All right. Yeah, Diane, I'm going to have to get some candy apple. Yeah, Diane, I mean, it's a very, very solid flavor.
Kim is asking what flavor are the new chews. Was it mango or something
else?
Else?
Mango is one of the flavors. The other 3 flavors, I'll slowly drop hints as time goes on, guys, because I love seeing you guys try to guess and figure it out. Let's see. Tammy, is candy apple on your website? Yes, Tammy, the candy apple, all the products that we reviewed today are available right now at wellicy.com.
John was wondering what hemp flower strain we tried. It's those things right there, right?
Yeah, we couldn't figure out the strain because the company that sent it to us, they didn't include a strain. And another reason why I probably won't add them to the site is they didn't include a COA with it. That's just 2 things, and they don't have it easily accessible for, third-party lab testing access. Those are just red flags for me when I'm going and assessing to bring a product on or not. Because just like when we're trying to get our products into shops, all the information we send is accompanied with COAs. We're not just send them a product and say, here you go. Like, no, we send the COAs. So, I mean, I wish I could tell you what strain it was, but I wasn't provided that information. All right, let's see here. Jage said, got my first, sorry if I said your name wrong, got my first bottles of Koi CBD arriving tomorrow to help with my nerve damage and back pain due to my diabetes. You guys really sold it to me. Baking it helps. Well, thank you so much for trusting us, 1. 2, fingers crossed that you're going to experience all the benefits that Ben and I experience, and so many other viewers in this show right now have experienced with CBD. So please keep us up to date once you do get the Koi products, and let us know how it is affecting you.
Yes, please do, and very glad to hear that it's helping you. Doug says, well, CBD is an antibacterial agent. That could be one way it helps with bad breath.
Yep.
It's true. It is an antibacterial agent. It has those properties. Mm-hmm. It's an extremely potent antioxidant, which, again, is very important for immune health as well.
The list goes on, and every single day it seems like there's just something new, whether it be a research study or just a fact about it, it's just popping up.
I still can't believe we did this. We found this out a few weeks ago on our show we mentioned, but I still can't believe CBD is a more potent antioxidant than vitamin C or E, studies are showing. That's incredible.
It truly is. Because, we grew up always being told to make sure you're consuming those vitamins, when really CBD, a natural compound, is better than those.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Yep, John Koi is good products. Yes, they are. Let's see. Yeah, you guys all seem to love Koi. John, don't worry, my man. You will have the chance to try the Wellicy gummies when we have those. Of course, the product that we're going to be giving away, we may even give away a couple bottles that day, is going to be the Wellicy CBD Super Chews. Don't worry, guys. You guys will be the first to know when we roll those out. I know you're excited. I'm just as excited, if not more excited than you guys. Because I have total faith that this product is going to disrupt the entire CBD industry.
Doug says Long Island, New York has a hemp farm going called Open Minded Organics. Do you know much about New York and their laws? I guess
Wait, what was the question?
He's just talking about different people are talking about different CBD companies amongst themselves. So.
Yeah, guys, see, the thing is, state by state it can vary. It's slowly starting to go away. The Indianas, the Utahs, the Texas, they're starting to, finally put legislature into place that is opening up the hemp and CBD industry to everyone, as it should, because it's like, guys, it's funny because states, have the right to regulate themselves. Normally, states take an like for us, Colorado, THC illegal. Colorado was like, all right, we're going to make this legal in so many other states. But then, like, now the federal government is saying, hemp and CBD are legal and okay, but then there's still states, like, going against it.
Yeah.
But, it's stigma at the end of the day and lack of education. It's very frustrating to see state legislators that are in charge of making these rules. When they're talking about CBD, they are the most uneducated people about this, and they're just so closed-minded. It's just frustrating to watch.
Really, there's no excuse anymore, guys, because there's a lot of studies out there now. You can't
argue.
Dispute that.
No, the numbers are there, the facts are there, and they're continuously being backed up by more and more studies.
Absolutely.
All right. Tammy, the flavor of the chews, there's going to be 4. It's going to be a variety of 4 flavors. Let's see. Doug, you're making me laugh with your comments today, man. All right, everything looks good.
Kim had an interesting question. Would CBD alone or would THC help a panic attack better? Well, that's definitely subjective. I and Eden both have experience with using
getting anxiety. Some people will tell they avoid THC because that'll induce an anxiety attack.
I've been taking CBD for over a year, and I know lots of people have taken it. There's never been one instance where CBD caused anxiety in any way, shape, or form. So that's
if you the full spectrum, there's trace amounts of THC. So I mean, like when I'm talking about getting anxiety or panic attacks, that's when you're like THC when you're smoking weed or when you're dabbing concentrates. There's a lot of people or over consuming in edibles. That's why people are going to the hospital, because they're just having panic attacks. They're freaking themselves out. They take too much.
Now, that's not to say, and this is, up to you, if you'd like to try this or not, or if you do already, but I enjoy the entourage effect that I get when I combine CBD with THC. It's very relaxing and mood boosting and energizing. So
absolutely. I mean, you're not going to induce it, but I would recommend trying both. Obviously the full spectrum with that entourage effect, I'm going to do that. But I mean, if you don't want the THC, for personal reasons or, professional reasons, whatever you, go, the isolate would be effective as well. Excuse me.
Doug was using grapefruit as an example with blood pressure, and that is, of course, very true. Any of you guys who don't know out there, grapefruit juice can interact with a lot of different medications, especially blood pressure. It makes them absorb more, I think. So, Doug knows his stuff.
Doug is an actual medical professional. Yep. So, when Doug makes a comment about something, like I do listen to him because he is a very educated dude.
Vicky says, "I want to thank you so much for your help yesterday, Eden."
Lots of hearts. Of course, Vicky. I'm always happy to, help you out. Always happy. Let's see. Doug, you're right. Most doctors today are up to par on CBD and cannabis in general, which is a really good thing to see, because, I don't think doctors should cut their patients off the second they mention cannabis or CBD products. I think, if they see it as a viable option, just because they don't like it for their personal use doesn't mean that it's not a viable option for their patients. So I don't think they should restrict that option to their patients.
Mi Nina Fresa, who's been here a couple times before, says, "Do you guys have a sample box for your CBD oils for sale? Some kind of maybe a sample pack of the Wellicy tinctures?"
No, we don't have a sample pack. I mean, we offer plenty of discounts. So, we do run sales where it's buy one Wellicy product, get another for 25% off.
Maybe, I think she means maybe small bottles that you can buy.
No, we don't sell the little small bottles. Just because, that just adds a lot during the manufacturing process. We like to pump out bottles as quick as possible. It would kind of delay our speed, and if we had to swap out different types of bottles, that's not to say we won't ever have that. It's something that I've always considered, maybe having little 5 ml bottles, just that'll be $5-10 or something, just to sample it.
Just more people commenting on possibly seeing that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. People saying that they're interested in that.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's definitely something that I have looked at. It's just getting it figured out from a logistical standpoint is kind of where I'm going with that. Oh, Mandy, thank you. You guys know your regular viewers so well. This is so cool. Yeah, like you guys are, you are the Wellicy Wellness Warriors. Like, you guys are part of the family. Like, I have even though we've never met in person, we still do have a personal connection in the sense that we're all brought together by the benefits of CBD and wanting to improve our lives through the use of CBD. So thank you, Mandy. I'm glad you noticed that. All right, guys. Yeah, guys. I see you guys commenting about mango. It's not just going to be a mango flavor. It's not just mango. There's 4 flavors in a bottle.
I would eat just mango.
No, just mango would be good. Mango. But I mean, I want like a mixture of flavors. So then you guys can try it, and then who knows if I get enough of you tell me like, oh, I like this flavor a lot from the Respiratory or this flavor. And then once we get feedback from you guys, then who knows? Maybe in the future we'll roll out just we'll have the combination, and then we'll have individual bottles with just one flavor in them.
John wants you to know that he's found that most of hemp cigarettes are junk, but he does recommend Lifter or Cherry as far as raw hemp flower goes.
Like cherry wine, is that what you're talking about, my man? I've had cherry wine many a times. That's actually one of the strains that our wholesale channel kind of pushes to distributors. So I'm very familiar with cherry wine, my man. It's a good strain. All right, guys. So we're gonna answer a few more questions and then pick the winner. Oh, Margie, hello. I have found out that after I brush my teeth and then use my tongue scraper, once I drop the unflavored directly on my tongue and scrape again, it removes all the bacteria. Margie, there you go.
Margie, the master CBD
scientist. She's always playing around. And I know a lot of you have actually taken Margie's suggestions or experiments that she's done and actually replicated them for yourselves and experienced similar or better results. So thank you, Margie. Keep doing it. I urge all of you guys to do as Margie's doing and share with some different creative ways that you're consuming your CBD. Maybe it's making a recipe and you infuse our CBD oil with it, or making a smoothie and it was just amazing. Share that with us, guys. Like, we're a community. I love hearing the things that you guys are doing with our CBD products.
Speaking of community, Doug and Kim are kind of going back and forth on a topic that I think is pretty interesting. They're talking about THC and CBD, using them together, and I just want to offer my 2 cents since I've experienced in that. Again, guys, CBD on its own is amazing, as we all know, but they're talking about 1-to-1 specifically, so that's if you have equal parts THC with CBD, which is technically a lot of THC, not to somebody who uses a lot, but technically it is if you don't use it at all.
I mean, it's a lot compared to like a full spectrum, because a 1-to-1 is basically 10 milligrams of CBD to 10 milligrams of THC.
It's way more than that. So it would be psychoactive. So
yes,
that's not for everybody. But if you can handle that, and this is kind of what Doug's trying to tell Kim, I have quite enjoyed an equal ratio of THC to CBD. Just my 2 cents.
No,
anybody
I totally agree. When I was down at the 420 rally down in Denver, celebrating cannabis, I actually stopped by the dispensary and I picked up, because I had to get some joints, I picked up some gummies, and I actually tried they were 1-to-1 CBD to THC gummies. They were like a sour strawberry lemonade flavor. Oh my God. I mean, Granted, I ate like 6 of them all at once, but I was feeling fantastic, let me tell you. I would recommend you guys do that, because that's a lot. I mean, I have a lot higher of a tolerance, because with THC, you do build up a tolerance, but of course, you can reduce that tolerance by just stopping consumption.
Yep.
Whereas CBD, you do not. So, let's see here. Interaction with Mendoza using... Oh, okay. Yeah, Doug, thank you for always commenting, kind of you leveraging your knowledge, your medical knowledge, especially when we're talking about drug interactions with CBD, because that's still a very new kind of area of study. I don't really know if we've assessed all the medications that can be affected by CBD, or, so it's... Thank you for sharing that, Doug, but it's just, at the end of the day, it's important to talk to your doctor, just to avoid those complications. All right, guys. So is it my turn or is it your turn?
I I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and say your turn.
You're going to say my turn?
I think everyone that I see that's commenting today, well, not everyone, but most everyone has won before. I'm not entirely sure of that, but...
You're not entirely sure?
I think, so, like, I don't know if that person has ever won before.
Okay, yep. Let me see, actually. What I want to see here is this. Got it. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to see if this little random comment picker that I have would, pull off a live stream. Let me see, random.
That's not to say if you've won before you can't win again.
No. I'm just trying to we haven't ran into this. I just don't want anyone to ever try and say that we have favorites or we're picking favorites because it truly is random, guys. So, I'm just here trying to...
you guys are all my favorite because there's lots of cool people in this group, that's for sure.
Oh, of course. You guys are amazing. So, I guess I'm going through and let's see. All right. So I'm scrolling through. Look at all Kim saying hi. Pick me. Mandy, actually, that question was actually the one that made you the winner. Mandy Arbizu. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name wrong, but Mandy Arbizu, you are the winner of today's Wellness Wednesday giveaway, which will be the 250 milligram sweet melon CBD vape juice from Canna Blast.
Congratulations.
And actually, guys, literally what I'm doing is I'm literally scrolling up and down on all the comments, and then I just stop. And whatever comment my mouse lands on, that's who the winner is. And Mandy Arbizu, if you're still here, let me know. But the comment that I landed on that made you the winner was, can CBD in any way affect birth control pills?
Good question. That
is a fantastic question. I have not seen anything saying that or proving that, Mandy. Like my girlfriend uses CBD obviously on birth control. I haven't had any issues, I haven't heard of anybody experiencing those issues. But Mandy, that's something that you can definitely bring up to your doctor. Doug Bergman, actually, I'm going to leverage your knowledge. Have you heard of anything of CBD kind of interacting with birth control pills in regards to making them not work?
Mandy is here.
Mandy, congratulations. Mandy, what I need you to do is send me an email to hello@wellicy.com. Again, that's hello at wellicy.com. And Mandy, I need you to take a picture of your driver's license and then type out your shipping address, and then I will get this 250 milligram bottle of Canna Blast Sweet Melon CBD vape juice shipped out to you ASAP. Because we actually do give free product. We're not just saying we're giving away free products and don't ship it. We actually ship it. So congratulations, Mandy. But Doug, if you're still here, I'm curious to know if you heard anything. Now that helps breast. Yeah, no, I saw that too, Doug. There's studies now that shows cannabis helps breast milk. I'm assuming breast milk. He meant breast milk. Typo, Doug. I get it. But no, that it's just in cannabis in general when it comes to pregnancy, always something you want to talk to your doctor about.
Yeah,
definitely. Sure. So that's about it, guys. I really appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with us for Wellness Wednesday episode 54, guys. We will see you next week for episode 55. We are really getting up there. Thank you all for your support. Follow us on YouTube. Check out our YouTube page. And make sure you guys subscribe to Wellicy's text message list, the 31699. Text Wellicy to 31699. Margie, if you're not, I saw you still having issues with getting your notifications. That text messaging list is another way to get notified. But Margie, I would definitely make sure the little following box at the top, I would hover over that and make sure you check see first. So then you'll be able to see that first. But that's about it, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us, making this another amazing episode. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys. See you next week at 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, 3 Pacific. Have a good week.
Mandy, hello at wellicy.com. All right, guys. See you next week.
All right.
Alrighty. Boom.